Các bạn chuyển sang phần số 2 nhé. Part 2, page 47.
Now turn to part 2, questions 8 to 13. You will hear an interview with a teenager called Simon about going to an indoor climbing center that has a climbing wall. For each question, choose the correct answer, A, B, or C. You now have 45 seconds to look at the questions for part 2.
Ok, các bạn sẽ nghe một đoạn phỏng vấn về một bạn tuổi teen tên là Simon về một cái câu lạc bộ trèo ở trong nhà, đó là bạn có một bức tường để trèo, đúng không ạ? Simon mom decided to take him to the climbing center because mẹ của bạn ấy quyết định đưa bạn ấy đến trung tâm leo núi nhân tạo này bởi vì sao? Before he went to the center, Simon were. Trước khi đi đến cái trung tâm này, bạn ấy như thế nào? Simon nói rằng là center này thì nó như thế nào, cái trung tâm này như thế nào? Câu 11 đấy là Simon nghĩ như thế nào về cái việc trèo tường này, climbing wall này, nó gọi là một dạng núi nhân tạo, đúng không ạ? Tiếp theo câu 12 là tại sao Simon lại không vui với cái lần trèo đầu tiên của mình, unhappy, right? Rồi câu 13 đấy là Simon cảm thấy là anh ấy học được điều gì từ cái việc leo núi ở tại cái trung tâm này, đúng không ạ? Feel, he learned from climbing, okay, what he learned and he's feeling about what he learned in the center, right?
Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear the recording twice. Hello everyone. Today we're discussing adventure activities, and I'm talking to Simon Benito, who recently went with his mum to an indoor climbing center. Simon, what gave your mum the idea to take you there?
Well, last year my school had a trip to the centre, but I missed it because I was sick. Then recently she went with a friend and tried it herself, and she loved it. So after that she wanted to take me too.
And what did you think when your mum suggested going to the centre?
Well, I knew I was okay at climbing. We've been climbing on holidays. And I thought we'd do something similar at the centre. I was really looking forward to it. But then my mum explained that the wall was inside. I wasn't so interested when I heard that. I prefer being outside.
But did you meet lots of people there?
Well, yes, that was great. It was early morning when we arrived and the centre had just opened, so it was quiet. But lots of people came later in the morning. And for once, I wasn't the youngest. I'd expected it to be mainly young people there, but there were people of all ages. Serious climbers, mums with 5-year-olds, and teenagers like me.
So what was the climbing wall like?
Well, luckily it had rocks of different sizes to help you climb, so there was little chance of falling off. And I'd imagined it would look high before you started to climb, but actually it didn't seem that far to the top. There were lots of really useful holes all over it too, to put your feet in. Green ones for an easy climb, red for more difficult.
So what was your first climb like? Was it easy?
No. The instructor showed us what to do, and I thought I'd soon get to the top. But I was the last to get there, so I was annoyed with myself. The instructor warned us it can be painful for your arms too, but I didn't notice, and I did improve.
So what did you learn from your visit?
Well, it was great to be with other people who all like doing the same thing. And when I was climbing, I had to think carefully where to put my feet before I moved. So that's helped me to think first before I do things. It showed me that I'm fitter than my friends who spend too much time on their computers.
Well, thanks, Simon.
Okay, so you have it down. So right now you are going to listen to this again and we will explain together this one, right? It's not hard for you, right? Now here we go.
Now listen again. everyone. Today we're discussing adventure activities, and I'm talking to Simon Benito, who recently went with his mum to an indoor climbing centre. Simon, what gave your mum the idea to take you there?
Okay, you can hear the question, the first question that the woman gave to Simon, right? What gave your mom the idea to take you there, right? To take you there, right? You can hear. What gave your mom the idea to take you there? It's the same like a why. Why did his mom decide to take him to climbing center?
Well, last year my school had a trip to the centre, but I missed it because I was sick.
Alright, the first thing you can hear that last year his school had a trip to this center, but he missed it. Why? He missed the trip. He missed the trip to this center. Why? Because he was sick, right? He was sick. Then recently, what?
She went with a friend and tried it herself.
Okay, his mom went with her friend, right? With her friends and tried it herself, right?
And she loved it.
And she loved it. And she loved it.
So after that, she wanted to take me too.
So after that, she wanted to take me too, right? So what is the correct answer here? You can see for number 8, she had enjoyed going there. Her friend had recommended it, or Simon has been there with his school. Các bạn thấy là câu đầu là mẹ bạn ấy thích đi tới đó, đúng không ạ? Bạn của cô ấy, tức là bạn của mẹ ấy, thì đã đề cập cái việc này, tức là đề cập cho mẹ Simon là đưa Simon đến, và câu C là Simon đã đi cùng với trường của bạn ấy, thì chúng ta có thể thấy câu C là sai. Thứ hai là việc là mẹ của bạn ấy thì đi cùng tức là mẹ của bà ấy là đi cùng bà ấy, chứ không phải là đề cập cho bạn ấy là nên tham gia, đúng không ạ? Và chúng ta sẽ chọn đáp án là A, bởi vì mẹ của bạn ấy thích đi đến đó, đúng không ạ? Sau khi bà ấy thử và bà ấy cũng thích, và bà ấy quyết định là đưa bạn ấy đến, đúng không ạ? So A is the correct answer. Number 9.
And what did you think when your mum suggested going to the centre?
Well, I knew I was okay at climbing.
Oh, he knew that he was okay. He was okay at climbing. He was okay at climbing, right?
We've been climbing on holidays.
And he said we've been climbing on holidays.
And I thought we'd do something similar at the centre.
Okay, he thought he would do something similar at the center, right?
I was really looking forward to it.
He was really looking forward to it, right? Looking forward to something. I mean, you want it to happen, okay? Looking forward to it.
But then my mum explained that the wall was inside.
But his mom explained. What did his mom explain? His mom explained that the walls was inside, right? Were all inside or indoor the same, right? Indoors the same, right?
I wasn't so interested when I heard that.
So he wasn't so interested in that, right? Wasn't so interested in that.
I prefer being outside.
He preferred being outside. All right, so you can see that the answer that we have for number 9, worry about climbing there, interested in seeing the climbing walls, or C, disappointed to hear it was all indoor. Các bạn thấy là trước khi bạn ấy đến trung tâm ấy thì bạn ấy nghĩ là bạn ấy giỏi, bạn cũng khá ổn ở việc leo núi đúng không ạ? Bạn ấy nghĩ là bạn sẽ làm cái gì đó tương tự với cái việc mà bạn leo núi như bạn ấy vẫn hay làm ở chắc các kỳ nghỉ đúng không ạ? Và bạn rất là mong chờ nó xảy ra, nhưng khi mà mẹ bạn ấy giải thích cho bạn ấy là cái bức tường thì nó ở trong nhà đúng không ạ? Và bạn ấy thì không hào hứng lắm, bạn ấy không thích, wasn't interested in that đúng không ạ? Bạn ấy thích ở ngoài hơn, preferred being outside. Vậy thì chúng ta sẽ chọn đáp án là C đúng không ạ? Bạn ấy thất vọng khi nghe rằng là nó là ở trong nhà đúng không ạ? All indoors. So C is the correct answer. 10.
But did you meet lots of people there?
Did you meet lots of people there? Okay, Simon say that. Oh, at the center there were. Oh, did he meet lots of people there?
Yes, that was great. It was early morning when we arrived, and
It was early morning when we. It was early morning when they or we, okay, when they, I mean that I'm report what he's saying, okay. Cô đang tường thuật lại lời bạn ấy nên cô sẽ kể vai là bạn ấy nhá. When they arrived.
the center had just opened.
And the center had just opened. The center had just vừa mới mở cửa đúng không ạ? Just opened.
Oh, it was quiet.
And it were quiet, right?
Lots of people came later in the morning.
Oh, lots of people came later. So here, lots of people when it opened. It's not the correct answer, right? Because when he went there, it had just opened and it was quiet, right? So A cannot be the correct answer.
And for once, I wasn't the youngest.
He wasn't the youngest, right?
I'd expected it to be mainly young people there.
He said he expected there would be mainly young people, right? Mainly young people there.
But there were people of all ages.
But there were people of all ages, right?
Serious climbers, mums with 5-year-olds, and teenagers like me.
Okay, so you can see that's the serious climber, what 5 years old, 5 years old younger mom, right? It means the mom of a 5 years old girl, mom with 5 years old, and teenagers like me, right?
So what was the climbing wall like?
Well,
Okay, so this one for 10, you will choose B. Many people, many different types of people, right?
luckily it had
Wait, hang on. Okay, now, luckily, what?
rocks of different sizes to help you climb.
Okay, there were rocks of different sizes for you to climb, right?
So there was little chance of falling off.
So there were okay, lots of the words, right? There were little chances of falling off, right?
And I'd imagined it would look high before you started to climb.
I imagine that it would look high when you climb, right? He thought that, right?
But actually, it didn't seem that far to the top.
And it didn't seem that far to the top. What?
There were lots of really useful holes all over it too.
Okay, there was lots of useful. There were lots of useful holes, right?
Put your feet in.
To put your feet on it.
Green ones for an easy climb, red for more difficult.
Okay, so what is the correct answer? What did Simon think about the climbing wall? He thought it looked very high. He was afraid he might fall. Not. He found the footholds helpful. Okay, so you can see that the correct answer here is C for 11, right? The next.
What was your first climb like?
First climb?
Was it easy?
No. The instructor showed us what to do.
Okay. Was it easy? Not easy, right? The instructor showed, what did he show? Show how to climb, right? Show how to climb.
And I thought I'd soon get to the top.
And he thought he'd soon get to the top, right?
But I was the last to get there.
But he was the last to get there, get to the top, right?
So I was annoyed with myself.
I was annoyed. Annoy here mean angry, or it can be disappointed with myself, right? So he were angry at himself, or he were disappointed with himself, right? Oh, sorry, not myself. In this case, he should be he were disappointed at himself, or I were disappointed at myself. Okay.
The instructor warned us it can be painful for your arms too. But I didn't notice.
Okay, the instructor warned about the painful arm, but he didn't notice, right? He didn't notice about the pain in the arms, right? Okay, so you do not choose B, okay? He didn't get to the top, it's not the wrong answer. He's the last one to get the top. But if he was the last one, so he was slower than everyone else. A is the correct answer, right? 13.
And I did improve.
So what did you learn from your visit?
What did you learn?
Well, it was great to be with other people who all like doing the same thing.
Okay.
And when I was climbing, I had to think carefully where to put my feet before I moved.
Okay, he had to think very carefully. So the first sentence, it's great, right? Sorry for not writing it down. It's great to be with people who all like doing the same thing, right? All like doing the same thing with you, right? And he also learned he has to think carefully before putting his feet on something, or before he moved, right? Where to put his feet before he moved, right? So here.
So that's helped me to think first before I do things.
Okay, help me think. That helps he or him think first before he did something, right?
It showed me that I'm fitter than my friends who spend too much time on their computers.
Okay, it showed that, right? So okay, so that he would be, what would he do when he climbed? He'd be fitter, right? Fitter than his friends who spend too much time on their computer, right? Okay, that it, computer. So here about how to improve his fitness, is that right? Did he mention about that one? Okay, he also mentioned about improve, but he improved about the speed, how to climb it, right? But not improve his fitness, right? Not the correct answer. He think before he does something. Yeah, he mentioned this one. And the best way to work with the other people, he did not mention, because this one he had to do individually. So we choose B for this. Ở đây các bạn sẽ nghe là thật là bạn ấy nhắc về cái việc là bạn ấy học được gì từ việc trèo núi ởที่trung tâm này, đúng không ạ? Rất là tuyệt vời để làm việc để cái gì nhỉ, chia sẻ sở thích với những người mà cùng thích làm điều giống như bạn, đúng không ạ? Và bạn ấy cũng phải nghĩ rất là cẩn thận nơi bạn ấy đặt cái chân của bạn trước khi bạn ấy di chuyển, và điều đó giúp bạn ấy suy nghĩ trước khi mà bạn ấy hành động hoặc làm điều gì đó, và bạn ấy cũng sẽ cân đối hơn và thể lực bạn ấy tốt hơn những người bạn mà dành quá nhiều thời gian ở trên computer. Vậy chúng ta sẽ chọn đáp án là B. Ok, vậy là các bạn đã nghe xong 2 phần. Bây giờ chúng ta cùng xem lại cái phần chúng ta đã vừa nghe nhé. Cô Anh có take notes ở đây lại cho các bạn rồi. Ok, câu 1 này. Các bạn nhìn lại các câu mà chúng ta vừa mới nghe qua nhé. Alright. Chúng ta xem lại từ trang đầu tiên. Để các bạn nhìn vào đây, chúng ta có câu 1 là what can't the woman find? Okay, the woman said, I'm going to mend and paint the cupboard in your bedroom. Can you go to the shop and get me a new hammer? This one broken, right? Okay, before you do that, please ask your dad what he has done with the paintbrush. I've looked everywhere for it, right? But I couldn't find it. All I could find were the knife in the garage that we lost months ago. So the correct answer is B. Number 2, what the weather forecast for tomorrow? So it's about the rock. What is it? A rock concert? Okay, as we go through today, the heavy rain will gradually disappear, right, by the end of the afternoon. Tomorrow we can expect the sunshine with a few shower. And by the end of the weekend, the hot and dry weather is likely or is possible, right? So the correct answer for this one is C. Number 3, what did the boy buy? So you got all the things mentioned here. I've got the last bread and some orange juice, but they won't any newspaper left, so no newspaper. What about the tomato for salad? I forgot, so no tomato too. So the correct answer is A. But the woman say, don't worry, I'll stop and pick some up when I go out to collect. Mean that to pick your sister, right? That it? Number 4, which present has the girl bought her mom? Let's see. It's a Jane speaking, right? I've got mom birthday present, a gold color one. She's always writing letters. I find it useful. It's a pen, right? I thought about the CD, but I'm never really sure what music she likes, and dad bought her a new pair of earrings, right? So the correct answer about Jane present or the girl present is C, a pen, right? And number 5, which TV program will they watch together? Not about their hobby. So what did the boy say? Hasn't that basketball match finished yet? You know I want to watch the White Light program at 9 o'clock. It canceled, mean that it will not be on TV, right? Bị hoãn, bị hủy, đúng không? Everything's running late. Tất cả mọi thứ đều bị muộn, okay? Because the rock concert finished later than expected. So sit down and watch this match with me. Okay, then correct answer is B. The next one is number 6. Question number 6 of part 1. Okay. It is Judy's friend asking her to play tennis, right? And play tennis at 4:30, but the girl said that she's going to have a swimming lesson, and she said what? It is usually 5:15, but it's half an hour earlier this evening at 4:45, right? It takes me ages, it means years, right? Ages or years to cycle to the swimming pool. So the correct answer about the swimming lesson today is 4:45, B. Number 7, which subjects does the boy like best? Now the boy say, I really like the new IT teacher. I'll project this term into designer website, and I've always wanted to know about it. The sport teacher is much more serious, but that's still my favorite subject. So his favorite subject is C, sport or PE, right? Last year I used to really like geography, but the teacher we have now gives us so much homework. So we don't change any, we do not need to change our mind about this one. C is the correct answer, right? For part 2, you listen about the boy, right? Name, Simon, right? Part 2 here. You can hear what gave your mom the idea to take you there. That's the question of the interviewer, right? What did he say? Right, he said he missed the trip to the center because he was sick last year, and his mom went with her friend and she tried it herself, and she loved it. After that, she wanted to take him, the boy, right? He said me, but take him too. He was okay, so the correct answer is A, right? She had enjoyed going there. The next one, he was okay at climbing and he thought they would do something similar at the center, and he was looking forward to it until he heard about that the words were indoor, so he was not interested in that. Correct answer is C, disappointed to hear that it were indoor. And number 10, Simon says that at the center there were. The correct answer is many different types of people. Why? It was okay. Wait. Can I find? Okay. Let me see. What did I write? Okay, you can see it was early morning when they arrived, right? The center had just opened. It was quiet and he expected there would be mainly young people like him there. And there were people of many ages, serious climber, những người leo núi chuyên nghiệp, đúng không ạ? Moms with 5 years old, teenagers like me or like him. In this case, I will report like him, giống như anh ấy, đúng không ạ? Alright, so the correct answer here, many types of people. And number 11, what did he think about the climbing world? There were rocks of different sizes for me to climb. There were little chances of falling off, right? He also thought that he find it not hard to get to the top, right? So A not the correct answer, B not, because there are little chances, almost no chances, right? And there was lots of useful hole for him, like the green one for the easy step, right? So correct answer E, C. So to question 12. What here? Why was Simon unhappy with his first climb? On the first climb, the instructor showed how to do it, how to climb. He thought he'd soon got to get to the top, but he was the last one to get there, right? So it means he was slower than everyone else, right? The teacher also warned about the pain in the arms or the paining arm, but he didn't notice that. So B not the correct answer, right? Right, and the last one, what does Simon feel he learned from climbing at the center? It's great to be with people who all like doing the same thing, and he had to think carefully where to put his feet before he moved. That helped him think first before he did something. So B is the correct answer, right? And he to be fitter than his friend who spent too much time on the computer, right? It's not the way to work with people, because when you climb alone and individually. Rồi ở đây các bạn có thấy là bạn ấy có thể thấy là bạn ấy học được một điều, đó là bạn ấy phải suy nghĩ rất là kỹ trước khi làm một điều gì đó, đúng không ạ? Vậy thì ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ chỉ nghe phần 1, 2 thôi các bạn nhé, vì nó cũng khá là dài. Ngày hôm sau chúng ta sẽ nghe phần 3, 4, 5. Rồi cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi livestream và chúc các bạn sẽ học được thật nhiều điều. Các bạn nhớ lưu lại những cái điều mà mới với các bạn nhé. Chào tạm biệt các bạn và hẹn gặp lại vào ngày mai.